Information being used for this video is taken from the Food Safety and Inspection Service website. The information being used in this video is for information and educational purposes. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, teaching, education, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permit by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. A copy of Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 shall be attached to this video. Hello everyone, it's been a while since I did a recall. The last two lives with the New Orleans Gardener, a lot of people have been asking questions about recall. I think on Sunday it was one about some water, which was Fiji water out of New York, I think. And today it was about cucumbers and potatoes. So I am going to try to get this done in about an hour and a half, because I know everyone doesn't like to look at long videos. I am in my office. You may see a background of boxes and things of that nature because when I left my old job, I had to take all my stuff out of my office, and I had just cleaned out my home office. Therefore, I have boxes and boxes of stuff I have to go through that I haven't been able to go through. So I just recluttered my home office. So I think I haven't done recalls maybe since March, so I apologize. Just had a lot going on, but I'm trying to get back into the rhythm of things. So I see closed recalls and I see active. I am going to concentrate on the active recalls. Today is June 4th, 2024. So let's see. I'm really not trying to go into April, but I may. It's a lot of active ones. I'm not going to go into March. So let me start with this first one. Last time we had a lot of everything: E. coli, salmonella, and I forgot the other disease. So the first one I'm starting off with is FSIS is issuing public health alert for ground beef products that may be contaminated with E. coli 157. They said they're issuing this public health alert to ensure that consumers are aware that these products should not be consumed. A recall was not requested because the products are no longer available for purchase. The raw beef items were produced on March 28, 2024. The products have a use/freeze by date of April 22nd, 2024, and the packaging date of 03/28/24 or March 28, 2024. The list of products that are subject to the public health alert can be found here. The labels for these products can be found on the FSIS website, and I have a feeling it is a long list. It is. Let's see here. Excuse me. And let me show you the list here. So this is what we have: 10-pound ground beef chub, lot numbers, case code, and packaging. I'll just leave the camera there for a little while so y'all can see it. And I'm going to scroll down so you guys can see that. Ground beef and ground chub. And then come over here for the lot codes. Okay. Excuse me, I'm not sick. I'm just tired. Let me see. The products subject to the public health alert bear establishment number EST 960A. Inside the USDA market inspection, these items were shipped to food service institutions and retail locations nationwide. The problem was discovered by the establishment while conducting an inventory of product that was on hold because it was found positive for E. coli 0157:H7. The company notified FSIS that they inadvertently used a portion of the contaminated beef to produce ground beef products that they subsequently shipped into commerce. There have been no confirmed reports of illness due to the consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about an illness should contact a healthcare provider. So let me get into the information about E. coli, because when it comes to contaminated or diseased food, I like to give you the details of that. E. coli 0157:H7 is a potentially deadly bacterium that can cause dehydration, bloody diarrhea, and abdominal cramps 2 to 8 days, 3 to 4 days on average after exposure to the organism. It just says the organism. While most people recover within a week, some develop a type of kidney failure called hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS, and I've said that many times on my recall videos. This condition can occur among persons of any age, but is most common in children under 5 years old and older adults. It is marked by easy bruising, pallor, and decreased urine output. Persons who experience these symptoms should seek emergency medical care immediately. And of course, FSIS is concerned that some product may be in consumer and food service institution freezers. Consumers who have purchased these products are urged not to consume them, and food service institutions are urged not to serve these products. And again, FSIS advises all consumers to safely prepare their raw meat products, including fresh and frozen, and only consume ground beef that has been cooked at a temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit. The only way to confirm that ground beef is cooked to a temperature high enough to kill harmful bacteria is to use a food thermometer that measures internal temperature. Let's see. It doesn't give the name of the company. It says that it's coming out of Greater Omaha Packaging Company. So it doesn't, that's what it says. It doesn't say a company that specifically sold the meat to the packaging company. It just says the packaging company. Let's see. So let me give you the company contact information. Greater Omaha Packaging Company, Inc., Representative Gina, is that Amini? Adami? Or Adami? Something like that. 402-575-4702. GADAMI, I'm kind of tired, at gmail.com. And let's give you the FSIS Consumer Affairs, Congressional Public Affairs, Maria Machuca, 202-720-9113, FSIS Press at USDA.gov. Okay, put that there. So let's get on to the next one. This one is from Saturday, April 20th. It's current, it's active, it has not been closed. That one has been closed. Here we go to another one. Okay. The name of the establishment, this is from April 26th. 802 VT Frozen, a Newport, Vermont establishment, is recalling approximately 8,221 pounds of frozen meat pizza due to misbranding and undeclared allergens. The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Safety Inspection, they announced that the product contained soy, a known allergen, which is not declared on the product label. The frozen meat pizza was produced from April 25th, 2023 through April 25th, 2024. The following product is subject to recall. 17.8 ounce cardboard box containing 802 VT frozen meat crispy wood fire crust handmade pizza with best of use by dates of April 25th, 2024 through April 25th, 2025. Let's go ahead and view the packaging and information. Here you go. That's what it looks like. I've never seen this pizza in the store. And it gives you the ingredients right here. It looks like it was misbranding. Best if used by date, April 25th. And that is it for the packaging. There's the barcode. Anything else? Let me get it back to the top so you can see what the complete package looks like. Okay. So let's go back. The product subject to recall bear establishment number EST 46308 inside the USDA market inspection. The items were distributed to retailers and fundraisers in Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, and Vermont. And I repeat that they were distributed to retailers and fundraisers in Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Rhode Island, and Vermont. The problem was discovered during routine FSIS verification activities. FSIS determined that the product contained soy, which is not declared on the label. So if you're allergic to soy, you may not want to eat this pizza. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to the consumption of these products. And of course, they're concerned that some of these products may be in consumers' freezers. If you purchase these products, you're urged not to consume them. They should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. Again, I will return them to the place of purchase. I have ice packs on my knees because, again, I may have torn meniscus in my knees, and that actually feels good. Ice helps it. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'll put them in the freezer. And I'm pulling back up the sleeves, the braces on my knees. Okay, so let me give you the company contact information here. Okay. That is 802 VT Frozen, Hillary Wright, owner, 802-274-1177, Hillary26@gmail.com. And we have here for media contact, Congressional and Public Affairs, Nikki Credit Barrett, 202-702. Usually the phone number and the email address are all the same. I would just make sure if you're going to email them, make sure you put the proper contact and probably information in the subject line. Okay, because the media contact for FSIS is usually always the same, just a different contact person, but everything else is usually just the same. Let's go to the next one. And this is active. This is from April 26th. Let me move this out the way because I had my legs kind of sitting up on something and I could let them down now. Don't ever tear your meniscus because it hurts. Okay, this next one is closed, and I did this one, I could tell. Okay, closed. This one is active. Okay. The name of this, okay, this is a public health alert for raw pork chorizo products due to possible foreign matter contamination from San Antonio Packing Company. One thing I always say during these recalls, and why a lot of us gardeners say to grow your own food, is because even if the food is not contaminated with a bacteria or some type of disease, they're going through these machine packing plants where these machines you have to put oil in them and all this stuff, and it's made of metal, and sometimes contaminants like plastic and metal and wood and all kind of stuff gets stuck in your food. So that's another thing to be careful for. So this one was issued on May 2nd. Okay, it says FSIS is issuing a public health alert due to concerns of raw pork chorizo products that may be contaminated with a foreign material, specifically hard plastic and metal. FSIS is issuing a public health alert due to ensure that consumers are aware that this product should not be consumed. A recall was not requested because the product is no longer available for purchase. The raw pork chorizo items were purchased on February 12th, 2024. The following product is subject to public health alert. The label says 12-ounce vacuum sealed packages containing lean Aptco brand meats all natural premium chorizo with the best buy date of May 12th, 2024. Or 5/12/2024. Okay, let me show you the package. Okay, here's the front of the package. And that's it. That's all they give you. They give you the net weight, cooked before eating, USDA inspected. I don't see any use by dates. All I see is one label. Okay, let me get back, finish reading. The product bears establishment number EST 602 inside the USDA mark of inspection. The product was distributed to HEB grocery stores in Texas, only one state to one grocery store. The packaging, I did not see an establishment number on it. You could slow down the video or stop it to see if you see it, but I didn't notice it. The problem was discovered after the firm notified FSIS that it had received a consumer complaint reporting that pieces of hard plastic and metal were found in the raw pork chorizo product. There have been no confirmed reports of injury or illness due to consumption of this product. Anyone concerned about an injury or illness should contact a healthcare provider. Of course, FSIS is concerned that some products may be in refrigerators or freezers. They ask you not to consume them, throw them away, or return to place for purchase. I say get your money back, return them to the place where you purchased them. Because it's a recall on it, regardless if you have a receipt or not. If you could prove that you was there and you bought it there, they should give you your money back. Okay. Let me give you the company's contact information. Operations Manager, San Antonio Packaging Company, David Rowe, 210-224-5441. Operations at realchorizo.com. And I do like chorizo scrambled in eggs. And the contact person is Kenneth King. Same email, same phone number. Okay. Excuse me. This one was active from May 2nd. Excuse me. This is the last. I've seen a lot coming in over the weeks, but I try not to go back past the month. This one is from June 4th, 2024. Excuse me. It's active. This one, South American Meat Inc., also known as 5 Goji LLC, an importer located in Commerce, California, is recalling approximately 20,111 pounds of various eligible frozen raw beef products that were not presented to FSIS for import reinspection upon entry into the United States. The various raw beef items were imported from Uruguay on or around March 13th, 2024. The following products are subject to recall, and it is a long list that I will not read, but I will show you the labels because that's a lot to read, and we're going on 20 minutes. God, there's like 18 pages. That's a lot to read. Just a minute. Okay, let me see if I can make this just a little bit smaller. This is what it looks like. That is the beef. Okay, maybe come in a little closer. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looking right there, short ribs, Uruguay. That's what it looks like. What is that? Cube roll? Cube roll. Okay. Let's see. Strip loin. Okay, it's about 18 pages here. Please bear with me. Flap meat. Okay. Shoulder. Let's see. Tenderloin. Oyster blade. Brisket. Oh, I love me some good brisket. And that is it. That was 18 pages, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's get back to reading. The products subject to recall bear Uruguay establishment number 58, printed inside the Uruguay inspection mark located on the shipping box and vacuum sealed product packaging. These items were shipped to distributors, restaurants, retailers, and institutions in Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington. It seems like this is a West Coast thing right here. I'll say it again. These items were shipped to distributors, restaurants, retailers, institutions in Arizona, California, Oregon, and Washington. I'm going to stop for a minute. I tend to like to go to a restaurant than a fast food place. And even though this recall is not for E. coli or Salmonella or Listeria, the company that shipped this in, they did not get properly inspected. So even though everything looks good, they're not saying anything's wrong with it. How do we really know? Because it hasn't been inspected, meaning it probably hasn't been, they haven't taken a sample and tested it to make sure everything is good, even if it is vacuum sealed in plastic. Bacteria and diseases can stay within a vacuum sealed container. So let me go back to the recall. The problem was discovered during routine FSIS surveillance activities of imported products, and FSIS determined that the products were not presented for FSIS import reinspection. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about a reaction should contact a healthcare provider. And if it's coming from Uruguay, how long? I mean, that means it's probably was sitting on a ship in a container. It's probably in a freezer section. But like Dr. Perry says, once meat is killed, it's going to start deteriorating and getting stuff wrong with it. So it's probably shipped a long way and then it got imported in and then it wasn't reinspected. So that's an issue. So of course, FSIS is concerned that some product may be in consumer, distributors, restaurants, retailers, or institutions' freezers. And any individual entities who have purchased these products are urged not to consume or serve them. These products should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. If it's a consumer, you can return it, but if you're a distributor or restaurant, retailer, or institution, I don't know how you're going to return it if it was imported. Well, maybe a restaurant or retailer can. I don't know about distributors. I don't know. I don't know that much of everything. I'm just reading the recalls, and over time I've been doing it so long I could just guess. So let me give you the company's contact information. South American Meat Inc., Tim Yu, Accountant and Logistics Director, 310-720-5258 at SAMINCUSA@gmail.com. And then over here, Meredith Carruthers. Haven't seen her name in a long time. That's the media contact for FSIS. Sorry, I accidentally clicked off the video. Didn't mean to do that. That is the end of the recalls for the Food and Safety Inspection website, which is FSIS. That's what I've been saying this whole time if you are new to my channel. Now let me go to the FDA because there's been some issues with cucumber. But from what I'm seeing, there are a couple of recalls. June 4th, looks like powdered goat milk for infant formula. New Seasons Market, strawberry rhubarb. Another one from June 3rd, ground black pepper. I think that's when Miss Linda was talking about spices. I was talking about cinnamon and nutmeg and I think ginger. Then there's one, it's no brand name, whole cucumbers. So let me start with the cucumbers. There's others past before June 1st, but I'm just sticking with what we have right now because this video can be super long, super long. Let's start with the cucumbers. Fresh Start Produce Sales initiates recall of whole cucumbers because of possible health risk. Company announcement May 31st. FDA published date June 1st. Reason for the announcement: salmonella. Company name Fresh Start Produce Sales Inc. There's no brand name. They're whole cucumbers. Let me get into it. Fresh Start Produce Sales Inc. of Delray, Florida is recalling whole cucumbers shipped to certain states from May 17th to May 21st, 2024 due to the potential to be contaminated with salmonella, an organism that can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Healthy persons infected with salmonella often experience fever, diarrhea, which may be bloody, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. In rare circumstances, infection with salmonella can cause the organism getting into the bloodstream, in the organism getting into the bloodstream and producing more severe illnesses such as arterial infections, infected aneurysms, endocarditis, and arthritis. The recalled cucumbers were shipped in bulk cartons from May 17th through May 21st directly to retail distributor centers, wholesalers, and food service distributors in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, 14 states. The recalled cucumbers are dark green, approximately 1.5 to 2 inches in diameter and 5.9 inches long. Mini cucumbers and English cucumbers are not included in this recall. The recall was initiated after the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture informed the company that a product sample tested positive for the bacteria. The FDA is conducting genome sequence to determine if this sample is related to an ongoing salmonella outbreak. Consumer actions. Although these cucumbers are unlikely in the marketplace, anyone with the recall product should not consume it and should destroy it and discard it or return it to the place of purchase for a refund. Consumers should check with their retailer or place of purchase to determine whether the recalled cucumbers were sold where they shop. It says Fresh Start Produce Sales has notified customers who received the recalled product directly from the company and requested that they remove it from commerce. If you want the contact information or media information, let me give that to you right now. So, Fresh Start Produce Sales, 888-364-2993. And I'm assuming FDA media contact is Amy Philpott, 703-472-6615. Excuse me. Yep. We all know what cucumbers look like. Yes, that was helpful. Let me click on that and let me go back. So I wanted to get that out there. The next is ground black pepper. It's a possible health risk. Company announced it June 3rd. FDA published it June 3rd. This is also potential contamination with salmonella. The name of the company is UBC Food Distributors. Brand name is called Baraka. Ground black pepper. Let's get into it. UBC Food Distributors in Dearborn, Michigan is recalling the ground black pepper under the Baraka brand name in 7-ounce plastic containers. With UPC code 822-514-266266 because it has the potential to be contaminated with salmonella, an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in young children, frail or elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Healthy persons infected with salmonella often experience fever, diarrhea, which may be bloody, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. In rare circumstances, infection with salmonella can result in the organism getting into the bloodstream and producing more severe illness such as arterial infections, infected aneurysms, endocarditis. Why do I mess up when I get there? And arthritis. The recalled black pepper were distributed nationwide in retail stores, so all over the U.S. The product comes in a 7-ounce clear plastic package marked with expiration date of January 2026 on the back of the label. No illnesses have been reported to date in connection with this problem. The potential for contamination was noted after the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, MDARD, notified us of the contamination based on a routine state surveillance sample collected by the New York Department of Agriculture and Markets that tested positive for salmonella. The presence of salmonella in some 7-ounce packages of ground black pepper. Production of the product has been suspended while FDA and the company continue to investigate as the source of the problem. Consumers who have purchased 7-ounce container of ground black pepper are urged to return them to the place of purchase for a full refund. Whew, that's a mouthful. Okay, let me give you the company contact information. It's not as detailed as FSIS. 313-846-8117, info@wellmadefood.com. Oh, here's the photos down here. That's what it looks like. Anything else? That's what it looks like. Okay. We have 2 more. The next one. This one is for today. Company announced it today. FDA published it today. Reason for the announcement is undeclared almonds. The company name is New Seasons Market. Brand name is New Seasons. The product description is strawberry rhubarb Bakewell tart. Now I wonder why it wasn't on FSIS. I don't know which federal department takes over what. You have Food and Safety, and then USDA Food and Safety, and then you got Food and Drug Administration. So I don't know where the line differentiates. Seems like it would be on FSIS too. Okay, June 4th, New Seasons Market of Portland, Oregon is recalling strawberry rhubarb Bakewell tart because it contains undeclared almond. People who have an allergy or severe sensitivity to almond run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume this product. Strawberry rhubarb Bakewell tart was sold at the bakery and pastry departments in New Seasons Market stores located in Oregon and Washington from March 22nd, 2024 to June 3rd, 2024. The product has a 5-day shelf life. Strawberry rhubarb Bakewell tart is merchandised in a plastic clamshell container with black and white New Seasons market scale label. All best if used by dates are impacted by this recall. After a staff member consumed the strawberry rhubarb Bakewell tart and had a mild reaction but did not seek medical attention, the manufacturer of the product was notified of this potential allergic reaction. The manufacturer confirmed the product did contain almond flour, but almond was not listed in the product specification. New Seasons Market initiated this recall because the scale label did not declare almond. There have been no additional reports of adverse reactions. This recall is being made with the knowledge of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Consumers who have purchased this product and have an allergy to almonds are urged to dispose of it without consuming. It doesn't say return it. Let me give you the contact information. For consumers, talk to us at newseasonsmarket.com, and for media is 503-292-1987. Decent year. Media at newseasonmarket.com. Okay, got one good one, big one. Okay. Ooh, okay. This one, the company announced it on June 3rd. FDA published date is June 4th. Reason for announcement: Chronobacter. And it says SPP contamination. I don't know about baby food because unfortunately I don't have kids. The company name is Dairy Manufacturers Inc. The brand name is, I would want to say Cellulac, but it's CRECELAC. Creselac. And it's powdered goat milk infant formula. I've heard of Cellulac. Okay. But it's goat milk, so maybe that's why they call it that. Let me see. Dairy Manufacturers Inc. of Prosper, Texas, June 3rd, 2024, is notifying consumers about a safety issue associated with the product that is an extension of an ongoing voluntary recall. Okay. D-M initiated a voluntary, or dairy manufacturers is what I'm assuming, initiated a voluntary recall on May 24th, 2024. Creselac infant 0 to 12 with an expiration date of August 2025 was manufactured at DM Mexicana de C in Monterrey, Mexico. And that's SA space DE space CE in Monterrey, Mexico. And as part of this ongoing recall, DM is now alerting consumers that a sample of this product has tested positive for Chronobacter. It is a bacterium that can cause bloodstream and central nervous system infections such as sepsis and meningitis, respectively. Complications from Chronobacter infection in infants can include brain abscess, developmental delays, and motor impairment and death. So you're thinking you're getting something good because you're getting goat milk and it got something in it. And it can harm your baby. Lord. Symptoms of Chronobacter infection in infants may include poor feeding, irritability, temperature changes, jaundice, grunting breaths, or abnormal movements. I'm going to pronounce it Creselac. 12.4 ounce containers were distributed primarily in March, April, and May of 2024. The product was distributed through retail stores in the state of Texas only. The recall product is labeled as infant formula and packaged in 12.4 ounce cardboard and aluminum can. Only the lot number listed below had samples containing the Cronobacter bacterium, and it was Cresilac infant 0 to 12, so I'm assuming 0 to 12 months. UPC code 850042408 lot code 2403911CHE352-1, expires 08/2025. The product recall can be identified by the batch code on the bottom of the can. There have been no reports of injuries or adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Consumers who have purchased Cresilac infant 0 through 12 should discontinue use of the recalled product and return it to the place of purchase for a full refund. Anyone concerned about an injury or illness should contact a healthcare provider. This recall is being made with the knowledge of FDA, Food and Drug Administration. And if there is only one contact number for consumers, that is 972-347-2341. Let me show you right there. And let me show you the product picture. Look at that. Wow. This is what it looks like. It's the bottom of the can right there. Okay, so that is it for the recalls that I have for today. Again, I apologize that I took so long to get the recalls to you. As I said, I've had some personal issues going on, but I'm coming back to myself and starting to make more videos. Sometimes, you know, life just be life, and we have to get through it. So I'm going to end this video and say, you know, please find peace within yourself. Please keep your family safe. Even if I can't get the recalls for you, please go to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration simple website, fda.gov, or you can go to the USDA Food and Safety Inspection Service simple website, fsis.usda.gov. They both have lots of information for you. So please find peace within yourself, and please be peaceable with everyone around you, and please stay safe. I love you all. Have a restful evening. Bye.